Hello students, good morning. Students, today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 7 and the second part of David Begins a New Life. So let's start. Mr. Dick and I soon became good friends and often went out to fly his huge kite. I began getting closer to my Aunt Betsy too. David, she said one evening, we must not forget your education. After a pause, she asked me, will you be happy if I send you to a school in Canterbury? I replied, yes, I certainly would, and it is so near to your home. So it was decided that 2 days later we would go to Canterbury. As we left, my aunt informed me that we would first visit Mr. Wickfield, an old friend of hers. He was the lawyer and steward of the estate of a rich and affluent gentleman of the country. When we reached Mr. Wickfield's office, we were welcomed by a man called Uriah Heep. He guided us to the room where Mr. Wickfield was present. Well, Miss Trotwood, what brings you here? Mr. Wickfield inquired. My aunt replied, I wish you to draw up an adoption papers for my nephew David here. In fact, he is my grandnephew. I also want advice on a school in Canterbury where David could be taught well and treated well. Mr. Wickfield thought for a moment and said, the best school in the district doesn't have any room for boarders. But if you wish, you may leave him with me till further agreements are made. My aunt replied, gratefully, I am obliged, and so is David. Mr. Wickfield called for his housekeeper, who turned out to be a little girl of my age. Mr. Wickfield told us that her name was Agnes and she was his daughter. Later, Agnes told me that she had lost her mother when she was born. Agnes considers it her duty to stay at home and keep house for her father. So students, here I am wrapping up my video for today. In my next class, I shall proceed with this chapter. Till then, take care.